When we hear the words samurai and ninja, it's easy to imagine a fantasy world where these two warriors fight in epic battles, one in shining armor, the other dressed in black, moving through the shadows. But behind the myths, real fights did happen. In fact, samurai and ninja often ended up on opposite sides of deadly missions during some of the most chaotic times in Japanese history. The samurai were the official warrior class of Japan. They followed a strict honor code called Bushido, served their lords, and fought in wars openly with swords, spears, and bows. On the other hand, ninja, also known as shinobi, worked in secret. They were spies, silent attackers, and fighters who were hired to do missions that samurai wouldn't or couldn't do. They gathered information, sneaked into enemy camps, burned supplies, and even tried to kill powerful leaders. This put ninjas and samurai on opposite sides many times, especially during Japan's Warring States period, known as the Sengoku era, which lasted from the late 1400s to the early 1600s. One of the most famous examples of this conflict comes from the Iga and Kōga regions, places known for their skilled ninja families. A powerful warlord named Oda Nobunaga wanted to take control of all Japan. But the ninjas of Iga stood in his way. In 1579, he sent his samurai army into the mountains of Iga, hoping for an easy victory. But the ninjas were ready. They used surprise attacks, traps, and hit-and-run tactics. The samurai were not used to this kind of fighting and lost badly. Nobunaga was furious. 2 years later, in 1581, Nobunaga returned with a much larger army, some say 40,000 soldiers. This time, the Iga ninja were outnumbered and surrounded. The battle was brutal. Many ninja were killed or captured, and their villages were destroyed. It was one of the rare times we know of when ninja and samurai fought in open battle. Some ninja escaped and later found work with other powerful leaders, including Nobunaga's own son. But not all battles between ninja and samurai were large. Some were quiet and happened in the shadows. One famous story involves Uesugi Kenshin, a strong warlord during the Sengoku era. In 1578, he died suddenly. Some people believed he was killed by a ninja hiding in his castle, using a small spear or blade hidden in the bathroom floor. There's no proof this really happened, but it shows how people feared ninja even in their own homes. One ninja who really made history was Hattori Hanzo. He served Tokugawa Ieyasu, who would later become the shogun of all Japan. After Nobunaga died in 1582, the country was in chaos, and Ieyasu was trapped far from safety. Hattori Hanzo led a group of ninja to guide him through enemy land. Thanks to Hanzo, Ieyasu escaped and later became the most powerful man in Japan. Without the ninjas' help, that could never have happened. As Japan became more peaceful under Tokugawa rule, the need for ninjas slowly disappeared. Samurai still served their lords, but ninja had fewer jobs. Some became bodyguards or police. Others disappeared into villages, hiding their skills from the public eye. Even though samurai and ninja often worked for the same side, there were real times when they were enemies. Their battles weren't always face-to-face. Sometimes it was a fight of information, trickery, and survival. Samurai followed honor and tradition. Ninja used surprise, stealth, and skill. They were two very different kinds of warriors, but both were part of Japan's long and fascinating history.